Guess what, everyone? It's Friday. Welcome back to the Fashion Crimes Podcast with the only Holly you need to know. As always, the hostess with the mostest. Today, we are going international. Yes, we are. You heard us right. We're going international. We have a big guest today. Big guest joining us all the way from Cyprus. What are you saying to me right now? Welcome, Maria Aristidou, to the Fashion Crimes Podcast. Maria, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's been great, a surprise to be honest, to be on your podcast. Amazing. Thank
I
you.
mean, how fun is this? First things first, Maria, she does everything from men's beachwear to women's couture to knitwear, scarves, homewares, interior. And Evelyn, who is our bestie, she said, "Oh my God, I know someone who you need to interview." I got this top from her collection. I'm just wearing leggings just to showcase the top, but I mean, how cute is this, y'all? Look, if you're not tuned into our video on our YouTube channel, please do so at Fashion Crimes Podcast on YouTube. And you can see this gorgeous knit half shirt. It's a crop shirt, but it's a one shoulder long sleeve sweater that I'm wearing with little bling, as you like to say. I'm loving this journey for me.
It looks amazing on you.
Thank
It
you
really
so much.
looks nice.
Thank you so much, Maria. I'm so excited. Please tell us all about your career, how you got started, your mission statement, and who you serve.
Well, it all basically, if I say how it all started, I started as self-learner because I studied economics and then I did a master's on career counseling that has nothing to do with fashion design. So the fashion design now, basically, since I was a kid, I was drawing and just making little things, but I never really had the push from my family. So basically, while I was studying in Canada, my first degree, I was just designing. My very first design was made for a friend in Montreal. She was the maid of honor at her sister's wedding. So it was the first thing ever that I saw one of my designs becoming reality. So I started designing with ready-made fabrics, and it was quite a challenge. When I returned back to Cyprus, I participated in a fashion designing competition for young designers, and out of the 15 contestants, I came second. So it was a really great push because from that competition, I started designing menswear. So basically, I started from menswear, which is, I believe that is harder than women's wear. Um, and in 2016, I wanted to create a knit scarf, which in my mind, I mean, I knew Missoni, I knew some other brands and everything, but I wasn't really understanding how do they make them? Like, are they knit machines? Are they making them by hand? Whatever. So after research I've done here in Cyprus, I discovered a knit factory. And when I went to them, I said, I want to design this pattern, which it's this particular pattern that I'm wearing, the circle with the cells around it. And they said, okay, give us the paper design and we'll put it on a pattern on the knit machine and we'll come up with something. When they called me in a week and I went to see my scarf because they asked me, what colors do you want your scarf? And I told them some colors. And I go and I see a scarf with my pattern. It was quite shock for me because I couldn't really understand how they were making it. So I sat down with them and they explained it to me that you can design anything on the paper, take it to a graphic designer. We will take it to our designer that is specializing for knit machines. And we will make a prototype, and then you will do your color combinations. And I go, wow, that is something really unique. And I remember I asked them 5 times, are you sure so I can design something on a paper as a pattern and you can make it? And they said, yes. So this is how it all started in 2016. And then because the social media, it is a strong tool. Back then I was in MySpace, if I don't know if you know it.
Yes,
It
of
was
course.
more, back then it was a lot of about fashion, and now it's more about music.
Hmm.
So when I was on MySpace back then, I came in touch with a lot of photographers, a lot of models, a lot of creative people. It was amazing. And I kept those contacts. So one of those contacts, it was this photographer, Greg, which afterwards he was my agent in Paris. And he said to me, why don't you come in Paris with a collection and we'll see if we can, show it. So in 2016, I went with a full collection of knitwear, couture, and all hand embroidered, and we made all the fabrics and everything. And I did my first presentation. And this is how it all started for 3 years in Paris. I was showing twice a year in Paris Haute Couture Fashion Week. It was quite an experience. I've learned a lot. It's really tough to be next to huge names like Chanel, Dior, anything. Like, I was on the same calendar with them. So it was a great thing for me. And yeah, this is how it all started. And since then, I specialize completely on knitwear. I do everything, like everything that you see on my website, on the e-shop. It's been done from scratch. I buy threads from Italy and France, and we make all the production here in Cyprus. I have an embroiderer lady that she does all the hand embroidery. So everything is done from scratch.
That's such an incredible story because I want to back up for just a minute. So before 2016,
Mhm.
did you always have this nagging feeling in you, like I want to do something creative, but I'm doing, you
No,
know,
I was designing, but I was designing with fabrics, like with ready-made fabrics.
sure, okay, you weren't doing
So
knitwear.
yeah, it was, and I was doing small fashion shows here in Cyprus for charities and things like that. But like personally, once I got into the knitwear, I can't go back to the regular ready-made fabrics. If I do, I will find a factory to make me the fabrics. And actually, before 2016, I went to India to a factory and I made some fabrics. But I think knitwear is more of a magic
Mhm.
because you know when you say knitwear, a lot of people they think of this really bulky
Cable
knitwear
knit.
jumpers and things
Hmm.
like that. They cannot understand that knitwear, it can be done for any sort of fabric. I have like see-through fabric which I made. It's knitwear. I made fabric for beachwear. If I want to make it thicker, I will make it thicker. It all depends on what threads you will put. Like for more seasonal, I will use cottons and some other threads. It all depends on the mixing of the threads that you will put on your fabric.
So my
So
first question is that why you speak English so well? Is because you lived in Canada?
actually, no. Cyprus. It's been a British. Excuse me, I don't know the word. I'm sorry.
Where
Um,
did you grow up? Did you
in
grow up?
Cyprus,
Oh,
in Cyprus.
oh, you're from
Yeah, but
there.
everybody all the kids, so like we start learning English from very young age.
Your English
Um,
is perfect.
Thank you.
I mean, perfect. It's amazing.
Thank
I was
you.
like, oh, she probably lived in the US for a little
No,
while.
no, no. I was born and raised here in Cyprus. In my neighborhood, I had a lot of foreign kids because I was living near a private English school. So a lot of my neighbors, they were like foreigners. So I had to speak English from the very young age. But we start learning English from the age of 5.
And so do you consider yourself a great sewer before you got into knitwear and you were using fabrics? Did you consider yourself like, I'm really good at sewing, I'm really good at
No.
drawing? No.
I've learned to draw, and actually, I just got some books and I started learning on my own from books and just practicing. Um, I've like all these years since I got into the knitwear, I've learned to cut my own collections. Like I do not employ a cutter, which is a whole job for a
Sure.
person. I've learned to resize the patterns, but I do also have a pattern maker that I work on a freelance base. So I have a small group of people that I work with, but I also have learned on my own. Like I was next to seamstresses and pattern people hours. I was in fabric places hours to learn about fabrics, like the textures and where can I use them and not use them. So it was a lot of self-learning experience. Regarding sewing, even if I know a little bit, to the level that my clothes are right now, I will never sew because I'm not a professional seamstress. Because when I make my fabrics, I make them exactly to what I need to cut. So I don't want to experiment and then not be having the perfect fits or whatever. So I have professional seamstresses that I work with, the factory that they make the fabrics, and I got to the point that I can say that I'm a very good cutter. So and I love enjoying it. So doing it. So yeah.
That's a great story, and we're so happy to be a part of your journey.
Thank
And
you.
and I'm not just saying this because I have a lot, I buy clothes quite often, but I love the sweater. I love the piping here, that
Yeah.
there's piping around. I
Yeah.
love that it's so soft. And you can see on the inside that it's got the seam flipped over.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is so smooth. It's
Yeah.
stretchy. It
Yeah.
fits well. I wasn't sure what size to get, but I do love this sweater, and it was the very last one, so I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
excited
I
about
love,
it.
yeah.
Um,
The things that on your sweater, the piping that you said, that is on the sweater, we even make that. Like I make all the trimmings, everything.
the
So
cuff, yep,
everything,
around.
everything.
There's
So
ribbing here
yeah,
around.
yeah. That's
So
part of the design as well. So every single piece that I make, it's very unique. I don't make huge productions. They're small productions. Okay, unless an order comes in and they say to me, we want so many pieces. Yeah, they can be done. But regarding collections, they're very unique. And as I said before, when we cut a collection, we do not throw any of the pieces, the cutouts. We try to help the environment as much as possible, even from this small studio. So we take the cutouts and we remake new fabrics, patchwork that it will be done in products like clothes or homeware like throws, pillowcases, coats, anything. So
And the cell pattern is your signature pattern, right? It looks like
yeah,
cells. Okay, that's your
yeah,
signature pattern. So
the circles, yeah.
do you the circles? Do you
Yeah.
have that all over your house from all the leftover fabric?
Actually, I have a few. I have a few, and it's really nice because to me it's so personal. Like when I see that on other people when they're wearing, especially my scarves, because these have been sold. The scarves that have been sold worldwide, and the other day, like I found this photo, like totally randomly, and it was this person that was wearing one of my scarves, and I was like, wow, like, because I mean I sell to people but I don't know them in person. So it was really exciting to see something abroad where someone wearing my scarves, and you can recognize from the brand, the
That
sell.
is so exciting. I can only imagine how that would feel to see
Yeah,
your scarf on someone else in a completely different country. How
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
That's so exciting. Let's talk about some of the people that you, so we're going to talk about menswear, then we're going to talk about women's wear.
Mhm.
So for the menswear, so you're creating beachwear and do you make you obviously the scarves are unisex.
Yeah.
What about what else are you creating for men?
Menswear I wear, I make from coats. Can I show you some of
Yes,
the
but
things?
show,
Okay,
show.
one sec.
Again, y'all make sure you tune into our YouTube channel so you can see everything that she's showing us. So this is a menswear jacket,
So this
gorgeous,
is a coat. It's quilted,
beautiful.
and it's with my cell. Super super hot. It's amazing for like heavy winters. We make also cardigans.
Cardigans, gorgeous. This is
Yeah,
cardigans are very in right now, very
yeah,
sculptural. The cell pattern, but it's solid on one side and then
yeah.
has the cell pattern on the other. So that's really cool. That's like a
Uh,
mustard yellow.
one sec. We also make like jumpers. And this
Oh,
is
I
like,
see.
it's again the cell, but it's very discreet because it's like one color.
So it's textured.
Yeah,
Very nice.
texture. We make polo shirts.
Oh, I love that.
This
Oh,
is
I got to
very
get Jonathan
nice.
one. I got to get Jonathan one of
And
those.
this is super soft.
I
It's
love
super
that.
soft.
So
Or we make this.
that looks like a polo with a collar.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the
Or we make
short
like
sleeve.
this ones. And we also make my best sellers swim briefs for men. I will show you. I'm super excited for this.
Nice. So in America, we call
It
those Speedos. That's what we call
Yes,
those in America for
yes.
men.
This I have to say to you that when I start making this, it took me about a year of trials. Like we tried the fabrics in the water, in the sea, in the swimming pools. We washed it in the washing machines because I wanted to try it out to see, like, is it good for the water?
Hmm.
I'm super, super happy because it's my best sellers, like all my Speedos. The swim briefs they're selling, and especially in America. And thank you, America man. Uh, you're loving my swim briefs. I'm so excited. And I've been getting feedback, great feedback. Inside, I like the elastics that we put on the swim briefs, like they're all tested. It's not just like I took a swim brief and I copied it. It doesn't work like that. There was a lot of trials and to see how it fits on the men. Even I have like a special thing inside. So when they come out of the water, if they don't want, how to say, the jewels to be defined,
Right.
there's a special
Aligning.
pad. There's a
Yeah.
special padding that they can put. So there's, I think of them a lot.
Uh,
So
Very
yes,
nice. I
I
don't know
love
if
the men.
I mean, again, this is styles come from Europe. They go to LA and then they trickle down to the South about 10 years later. So understand that we're in the South. We're a little bit behind. We're trying. But
No, but it's been great
yes.
because honestly, Atlanta, Texas, Dallas, New York has been so amazing on these swim briefs,
Well,
and
I
I
think
thank
that's
them.
great. I love that.
So
I love that. So, okay, so that's the men's. I'm going to get one of those polos for Jonathan. He's going to love that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then, so
For
then you
men's
went into,
also,
yes,
for
yes.
men's also, we do like trousers and vests and a lot of the things that are like reversible. I want to show you one jacket that is, for example, this pattern.
Oh,
This
cute. That's a zip
Yeah, this
up. That's a
jacket is
zip up
like
track
this.
jacket.
Yeah, and inside, if you turn it from the other side, the other color comes out. So you have from the other side is like this, is
So,
the
so it's
darker.
reversible. It's
Yeah, so
reversible.
a lot of the clothes, a lot of the sweaters, a lot of the women's skirts or tops, they're reversible. So you get two in one a lot of times.
It's hard to find quality clothing that is reversible, that's not I love that everything is made with such integrity, and
Mhm.
I'm sure that your prices reflect that because you're really getting two garments in one. Even
Yeah.
though it's being made in a factory, it's still considered handmade in a way,
Yes.
and everything gets, quality checked by you. So
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
so important when people are buying clothes to understand where it comes from, how much work goes into just one thing and thought and effort. So we
Yeah.
love that you're explaining the process and your thought process for each
Yeah.
garment. Um, so let's talk about the price for a minute. So we're still on menswear. So the jacket that
Mhm.
is reversible, the track jacket, which I
Yeah.
love. So in US dollars, how much would something like that go for?
The euros is 235, 235. So in American dollars, it's probably 250 US, something because it's close to the euro.
Oh, okay, so it's
So
correct. So are
yeah,
you guys are on drachma or euros?
on euros.
Euros, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Drachma doesn't exist anymore. It
that's
was
what I
in
didn't think. I didn't
It
think it
was
did.
Greece. No, that's Greece. We had years before Cyprus got into the EU, we had the Cyprus lira,
Oh,
which
the
it
year.
was
Okay.
really high as the British pound,
Gotcha,
basically.
gotcha. Okay,
But
so that's a great price for a jacket that's never going to go out of style, that no
no,
one else has, and it's reversible. That's an
yeah,
amazing price for
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
And how much are the swim briefs?
They're 120 euros.
That's okay,
So
so awesome.
yeah.
So anybody who's interested in that, we're going to talk about all of her socials, her website, everything where you can get all of this amazing products direct from Cyprus. Now, let's talk about your the American site where you can buy this. So tell us about
Mhm.
Wolf and Badger just a little bit.
Yeah, I got once an email that the Wolf and Badger wanted to interview me. And it's been 2 years now that I'm on Wolf and Badger. I see it as an investment for me because it's a great opportunity for me to sell worldwide. And I do sell worldwide. I sold couture in Australia and US. I'm selling my men's basically in the States and England. I sell in Sweden, Denmark, Holland, even in Hong Kong, which is great because we as fresh designers, right? It's even though I have an e-shop, it's very hard for me to sell in countries like that, to find you, even though you're on social media. It needs a lot of money to invest in social media in order to really people to find you. So Wolf and Badger has been great for me. I see it as an investment. I've been selling quite a bit. Um, and I'm really excited that, especially my men's, because women's design, women's clothing, there's a lot more. Whereas men's, there are not as many. Um, and to be honest, because I started designing with men's, I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. People think that menswear is easier to design. It's much harder. And I have to say that the men clients, they're more specific. They're more strict on quality, on the making. Yeah, so it's been great on
Well,
both
that's so
sides.
exciting. That's so exciting for you. And now, even though I ordered this through Wolf and Badger, it still came through you as well.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
because we send it, we ship it from here. I
I
don't
see.
send it, yeah, I don't send it to Wolf and Badger. Like the Wolf and Badger tells me that you got this order. They send me all the paper that I need to put in my package, and I personally take it to DHL, for example, and it comes to you in 2 days. So it's great.
So,
Um,
so that is it's a third party site where you can buy product from all over the world,
yeah,
and it's really helped you because it just gives you another platform for people to
yes,
see you.
yeah,
So that
exactly.
yeah, and that way it's not taking so long to get from you to the US.
No,
It takes a
it's
little bit
you got
less
it
time.
in probably 3 days, two
Yeah,
days.
it was super quick when
Yeah,
that I got it, and
yeah.
it was in great condition, and I had a very pleasant buying experience. Just a little feedback. So I also know the designer personally, so hey, that helped. Okay, so let's switch gears for a minute. So we're going to
Yeah.
talk about the women's line.
Yes,
Obviously, we know you do the scarves, so you do the sweaters. So
yes.
you had showed me previously. Show me what you want to show
Okay,
all of the listeners, all the fashion besties who are learning about you right now.
okay. So, one of the things that I make for women is beachwear, right? I
Ooh,
do bikinis, I do one piece, I, and these are like all made with my fabrics. Also, I include the padding inside because there's some women that want the padding. So it all depends. You can take it out if you don't want it.
so
So
this is a red bikini with it's
yes,
got the glitter, the sparkle in it.
yes,
With the padding, it's a triangle top and it's a
yeah,
very skimpy bottom. I do want to say it's
yes.
not
This
for
is the
big booty
Brazilian
girls.
cat. Now, this is a Brazilian cat, but we also have some other cats as well. Um, Now, the beachwear for women, I sell it I sell it separately because a lot of women they might be bigger size on top, smaller on the bottom. So I give that option to them to sell them
Separate.
separately. The
Well,
bikinis,
thank you
yeah.
for doing that because as we are fashion over 50 and 40, fashion over 40 and fashion over 50 and up, it is difficult. We
Yeah,
tackle bathing suits, but it's very hard and it's very intimidating for women in America, I think all over to
it's all
find,
over. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
to find
worldwide.
the
Yeah,
right bathing suit where you feel good enough in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So even though this bikini that she's showing, I can see up close, it is actually knitwear
Yes,
and it is beautiful and beautiful. I would love to order that with a bigger bottom. Yes, ma'am.
yes, it can be done. It can be done. So yeah, that's one of the things that I make, and we also do couture. That this is a very special dress. Um, it was made out of cutouts that it was left from previous collection. So we made the dress, and then we sat down with I sat down with my hand embroidered lady, and we spent hours to see how we're gonna embroider it, what type of beads we're gonna put. So we have all these. Um,
Maria, back up just a little bit so we
oh
can
yes,
see.
yes, sorry. It's sorry.
That's
Okay.
okay. So this is a pink V-neck like a sheath
It's
dress.
a mini dress.
Hmm.
It's all hand embroidered back and
Beautiful with the bugle
front.
beads and the
Yes,
pearl beads.
yes,
Um, okay, so back up just a little bit so we can see the full silhouette. Yeah, beautiful. It's like a baby pink
yeah.
and it looks very, very pretty. Beautiful. It looks very comfortable as
It
well.
is. It is. And it's great for an event like a wedding event to go or a party.
So
Um,
pretty.
yeah, you can see photos of this dress in my Instagram.
And tell us
Uh,
about the size range. So for a dress like that, what you create one dress in one size, tell us how
yes,
that works.
like this dress it costs 1,300 euros. So in US probably it's 1,400 or something like that
Okay.
US. But it's one piece, it's one off. The embroidery it took us about 3 weeks
Wow.
to make. Yeah, it's a lot. So it's like couture piece, and this one, like even if I want to do it exactly the same, it won't be done exactly the same.
Sure. Sure.
So yeah,
So
so
if
that was
somebody wants that dress in a different size, they have to custom order it.
yeah, yes,
Correct. Okay.
yes. They can custom. It's custom made. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um,
So next, show us what else you have.
Also, I want to show you this very special coat. It's a patchwork. Remember I told you about the
Yes.
cutout?
Oh, I love
So
it.
this coat is like one piece off. Like it can be done the same again. It's from cutouts from past collections. And in order, we believe in sustainability and we love making this process. So it's a very special coat. It's
It is her pattern, her signature pattern, but it's
yeah.
all different colors. It's red, white, and black, little bit of pink, and it also it really looks like a robe or a kimono.
It's like a kimono style. Yeah,
Yes, and you can
yeah,
wear it over jeans, you could wear it over a bathing
yeah.
suit, you could wear it
Exactly.
a ton of different ways. That is
Yeah.
really love that. That's awesome.
And also, one of the latest things that I do because I was asked to do, a lot of women they ask me to do uh, like a sweater, and but um, the request it was, please Maria, don't make them fully wool or like really really thick sweaters. So because Cyprus, the climate here is very seasonal. Like right now, we have really cold weather, but this will last probably for a month. It won't last. We don't have a heavy winter.
Right, right.
So, and what I also understood from the clients is that they love feeling cotton. So I try to blend a lot of cotton threads in my fabrics. So these particular sweaters that I made, like I made about 5 colors with my pattern. I blend a lot of cotton with very little synthetic. And this can be worn almost all year round because it's very light, but also at winter, you can wear this with a thicker scarf or your coat and you're all set.
I love it.
Yeah.
Each thing that you show me, I like more and more than the last, which is not good. I'm already thinking, calculating in my mind what all I'm going to buy. Because, Maria, when we got on the call, she said, I thought it was winter there. I was like, girl, so did I. But it's February 7th and it's 70 degrees here in
Yeah.
Atlanta. It's been very, very warm here. It'll get a little bit cold again, but
Yeah.
I understand it's cold here, but it's not cold for long.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are some of the things that I do, and they're good sellers because they're easy to wear. You can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with dress pants, with skirts, anything.
So when you make
Um,
this, when you make the sweater, the lightweight sweater, does it just come in one color or do you do a
no, no,
run
I'll
of
show
different
you
colors?
different colors. 1 second. Um,
The patchwork sweater that she just showed was a V-neck sweater with long sleeves, and it had her signature pattern on it, but it
Yeah.
almost, had it's not dip dye because it's leather, but it had this wonky effect where it was melding from one pattern to the next. It was really
Yeah.
cool.
This particular sweater, it comes to olive green.
Great.
Do you
Back
see
up just a
that?
little bit. Back up.
Uh,
Back up so we can see. Yes, there you go. Perfect.
it comes to olive
Gorgeous.
green.
That's in a crew
Comes
neck.
to purple.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Love
this is
that.
nice. It comes with purple and beige.
Love it. That's the same sweater, different colorway.
Yeah, yeah. It comes in black
Black.
and it comes in burgundy as well.
Beautiful. It's
So they're very
so
easy
many.
to wear. But I have to say, a lot of my women clients, they buy also a lot from menswear, especially from the sweaters, because the way I make the menswear, they're more like unisex. So yes, it's nice.
I have a question about sizing, and I know
Mm-hmm.
knitwear is a little bit different, but in the US, you know, sizes 2 through 14,
Mm-hmm.
those are even sizes. Do you carry past a size 14 if someone was a little bit larger, or do they have to custom
I
order
actually
that?
have a customer from Italy that he's a bigger size and I custom make for him. So I have
Okay.
his patterns and I make them. Yeah, of course.
And when I got her package with my beautiful sweater, it came in this really nice, very soft drawstring bag with her name on it. I'm showing this. Then it came with the kimono, the cards with the different styles. This is like a kimono style. This is the menswear. And then when I saw this guy, I said, I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers. That's for sure. That was lovely to get in the mail, the picture of this guy. And I want to talk about the beautiful gift that you sent me. So this is a bag charm that
Yes.
you tell us about the bag charm that you
Yeah,
so
this is
graciously
a
gifted me.
yes, this is a new accessory that we make now. I use real leather, and I use the fabrics with my patterns. It's the new accessory that we use for our bags. It's a charm, as you said. It's a fun little thing to decorate your bag. I have a friend that he used it, a guy, he used it as for his keys.
Oh, for
It's
a
too long.
keychain, a
Yeah, a
keychain.
keychain. It's too long for a key, but he used it. He loved
Yeah.
it.
I love it.
Um,
And it's soft, it's squishy, and
yes,
it's got
yes,
all of this. It's got her signature pattern on it, and it's got
yes,
all this leather trim and detail and her name embossed in the back.
yes,
And I love it as a bag charm. You could put it on your suitcase,
yeah,
like for the airport.
yeah,
And it's pretty big. It's like the size of my
yes,
hand. It's
yes.
pretty big. I thought it was a necklace at first. But you could tie it anywhere. You could tie it to your bag. You could tie it to a
Yeah,
scarf. You could tie
yeah,
it. You could wear it as a necklace if you tied it around a scarf first. There's a lot of different things you could do with this. And
yeah,
again, to a nod and a big snaps to Maria for being a sustainable brand and trying to create no
yeah,
waste.
yeah. Yeah, it's very important because I mean, if you think about it, it's a lot of the things that I make to make the fabric. It costs a lot. Like it's to buy the threads from Italy and France and make the production here, and to make a small production because it's not a big factory. It can make up to a kind of very well number, but for a designer that it doesn't have a backup financially, you know. For me, everything that I cut and I save, I see that it's money and it's worth it. Like for example, right now I'm cutting a sweater and I have cutouts like these ones, right? These are cutouts. So my assistant will take these cutouts and we will make it to another fabric, which is going to be fun. It's going to be one limited fabric and we're going to make a limited edition collection. So that's even more exciting for me because we get to be more creative, and we get to be more exclusive. And I love that. I love that thing about
And
it.
it is so refreshing. And what we love here at the Fashion Crimes podcast is supporting women owned small brands that are sustainable, that create slow batches, that really have a product that you can understand, and it's not made in a country or in a factory with a run of 1,000,
Yes.
10,000, 100,000 piece orders. Everything is so slow and really methodical and thought out. And we love product like that. We love supporting brands like you. Tell us how we can find you, and tell us where you're most active on social media.
People can find me on my website, which shall I spell it now?
Yeah, sure. It's going to
It's
be in the show notes too. It's going to be in the show
okay,
notes,
yeah.
but yeah.
It's on my website and also on my e-shop as well. But also on my two Instagrams. One is for the men, is MA Studio underscore OMS. And then for my women's wear is Maria Fashion Des. So I will send them to you, and you can have them. And also another thing that I wanted to add is we also make wedding dresses,
Ah,
and they're
okay.
very exclusive. If you don't mind, I would show you.
Yes, please. Right before we
Um,
go, let's
yes,
see.
if you give me 2 minutes, and
Yes.
I will bring you.
So just so everyone understands, Maria Aristidou is from Cyprus, and she has her website, which is mariaaristidou.com, and mastudio.shop. So all of this information is going to be in the show notes. And she's got, like she said, one Instagram for men, one Instagram for women. And the reason how I found her is through Evelyn, who is a bestie of ours. But again, the packaging, the free gift that I got was such a nice surprise. And you can find her anywhere online and on this website, this third party website called Wolf and Badger. So, what I'm going to get is the bikini, duh. I'm getting the sweater, the polo sweater for Jonathan, of course, double duh. And I'm also going to get another sweater so I can have a summer type sweater. Those are the things that I'm going to get. So, wow. Okay, explain to us what you're showing.
That was one of the wedding dresses that I showed in Paris.
Gorgeous.
This pattern,
The
it's
beads.
like a beehive. It was actually inspired from a door that I saw in a house in downtown Nicosia, where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So we took this pattern. It's actually, I will send you photos of this to understand the piece. It's like a 3D wedding dress, or a dress for a party, like a glamour party.
Turn it around so we can see the back. So very nice, beautiful. So it's
So it's all
part,
hand
yes,
embroidered. It's all hand
beautiful.
embroidered. A lot of work in all the wedding dresses, and the more special thing is that these are just one pieces.
Right. No one
They're
else is going to
very
have it.
exclusive. They're very exclusive. They're very, very near my heart. Like every time we will make a wedding dress, is very special.
And is it long? Does it have a train?
This one, no, but I have another one. I will show you. This one, it has a hoodie.
Oh wow,
That
it's
is
got a
all hand
hood. Oh,
embroidered, and the back is like
gorgeous.
this.
Gorgeous.
This has a train, has a small train. Again, it's not the traditional wedding dress. And this is knitwear. It's very light.
Wow.
Very, very light. It's a lot of work on the hand embroider.
So it's got an open back with a
Yes,
strap up the middle, long sleeve with an attached hood. And it's funny, I was looking at some bridal gowns and the hood is very in right now.
yes.
Long
And
sleeve. And like she said, it is a bodycon dress, but it's very light.
and this is more of a traditional wedding dress. It has, it's all hand embroidered. I'm sorry I can't
Beautiful.
show it to you properly.
Yeah, and no, it's
Um,
gorgeous. We can see it. It's like a fish scale pattern,
yeah,
but
again, it's the same pattern like the very first one.
yes, with the hand embroidered.
Yes,
Oh,
and it
gorgeous.
has pockets as well
Oh,
at the side.
a wedding dress with pockets. We love
Yes,
that.
I use a lot of pockets on my designs. And I think, especially on the wedding dress, I mean, I was never married, but I feel that a bride, if she has the pockets, at the time that she might feel nervous, she can just put her hand in there and just, make a little fist, get some power, and just go on.
I love
Because,
that. I love
yeah,
that.
because all the brides, they get nervous, right?
Well,
At
look,
one point.
I don't know how you're single. Maria is available. We're going to put that in the universe for you because I don't know how you're single. Evelyn's single too. And I just said your divine partner is getting ready for you. And look at you making bridal gowns. Now you're getting ready to get married. That's what you're doing. So we're going to put that in the universe for you. So
Yeah. Oh, you make
hopefully
me blush.
you will find your divine partner and you already have something fabulous to wear that you made. How special is that? I would
Yeah.
love to talk to you for another 4 hours, but unfortunately, we have to wrap it up for our listeners. I'm even more in love with you now than I was before. I loved your clothing. I loved your designs. And I love your story even more. And before you guys came on, she toured me around her studio. Not really a store, but it's a studio. It's her working area.
It's
So
a chaotic
she said, let me
studio.
take you upstairs to the chaos. So it looks like a design studio. She's got fabric and knits and threads and everything everywhere with the merchandise. We are so excited to be new customers for you.
Oh, that would
We're
be
we're
lovely.
excited for your brand. We're excited to know you. And I want to thank you so much. Leave us with one, you know, little nugget before you go. It's a mantra, something you live by that keeps you going every day. Um,
Um,
do you have?
it's been a really rough road. This is the truth.
Mhm.
Uh, as a self-learner, not that I'm crying about it. It's great to be a self-learner, right? But it's been hard on the aspect that I have to do everything on my own. It's been great on the aspect that I every day I come to the studio, there's something new that pops up in my head, and I have to write it down so I won't forget and have to do it in probably 3 or 4 days or whatever. But I think this job, it made me so strong. It made me so focused. There were many times that I said, I will stop doing it. And the minute that I think, even to get it in my head that I will stop what I created, I get so guilty. And I said, Maria, you can't. You have, even if you get 70-year-old, is your time will come. So, I mean, there's a video of Rick Owen that every morning when I wake up, I see it. And he gives me so much power. He says, forget like all these proper things of fashion design. Produce, produce, produce,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know? And he's right. And even if I don't sell, even if I have a lot of stock here, there's times that it surprises me and things they just go. And I said, oh, I have to do more because when I do more, I do more things, not just the ones that I already had. So to me, is to not give up no matter what job you do, not just the fashion. uh, to not give up, keep going, And even for fashion kids that they want to be designers, you really have to understand the job that you're getting into. It's not just fashion shows. Fashion shows is just 12 minutes, but those 12 minutes is 6 months of work before. Things do not happen by magic.
Oh,
There's
of course not.
many hours. Like when I was going to Paris to present for 3 years, the hours that I was working until 3 in the morning in my studio with my dog, making, cutting, designing, for 12 minutes show,
Right.
you know,
Right.
it's an expensive job. It needs money. This is the the downs the difficulty. But even if you don't have that much money and you're creative, you always find ways to make it happen. And I really believe in what I do. A lot of people doubt me, but it's great that I have all the focus, all the force inside me. I'm so ready for the next step. I'm super ready. And time will show.
That's
So
exactly right. And we love supporting you. And
thank
all of the
you.
fashion besties now know about you. We now understand what you sell, how you make it, the thought process that goes into it. And that's what we love to do is support women-owned small brands. It's funny, I had a man on last week and I said, I can't keep saying women-owned small brands, small brands, but when I say a small brand, I mean when you're producing small runs,
Yeah,
not these huge orders. So that's what I mean by a small brand.
yeah,
But I totally agree with everything you said. And everybody is trying to find their way. And
yeah,
the best advice I got from my husband and from our bestie, Jessica Kupferman, who is, I like to say, the podcasting queen, just keep going.
yeah,
Just, that's what she told me. I said, I didn't like this. This episode was terrible. Oh my God. Just keep going. And
yeah,
I love the fact that you haven't given up because the world needs you, Maria. The world needs your line, your clothing, your vision. And we will be supporting you. We'll be following you and engaging with you on social media. We
yeah.
will be visiting you in Cyprus. I know.
I would love to have you guys
Um,
here.
oh,
I would be so
trust.
happy.
All I have to say, trust and believe.
I
Now that we know you, you might be sorry that you gave me your phone number. I hope
would
you're.
be so happy to have you guys here. Really, you and your
I
husband, it would be lovely.
Well, thank you.
So
I hate to wrap it up, but we have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for your
thank
time,
you. Thank you for
Maria.
having me.
Maria Aristidou. That is
Aristidou.
As-
Aristidou.
Aristidou. I
Yes,
asked her 10 times how to say it right.
it's all
Maria
right.
Aristidou. Please follow her, engage with her on social media.
Thank you
Find out
so much.
find out about her product, follow her, understand and learn about what she's doing. We love women-owned small brands here at the Fashion Crimes Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
My
you.
my name is Holly Cates, your hostess with the mostest, bringing you fashion and style information tips from all over the world. Who else does Maria know? Who else do we need to interview? We're going to find out. Join us next week. We've got tons of great things coming up, and we are super excited for spring and all of these clothes you can find on her website and on Wolf and Badger that we will be able to purchase for spring. So who knows? We're going to find out what she's creating. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous, fashionable week. Thanks for joining. Bye.